Okay, so today in the field I will show you how we can measure the angle between two different stations using this transit theodolite. Okay, the demonstration of this transit theodolite I have already given to you in the first lecture. Okay, in the first session I already demonstrated various parts of it. Now what we will do, we will try to find the angle between two stations in the field. Okay, two stations you can see I have already marked with the help of ranging rods. This is the first ranging rod and you can see at certain angle there is second ranging rod. Okay, we have mounted our instrument at this particular station. Now from this station we will try to find the angle between those two ranging rods or those two stations that we have fixed. Okay, I will give you just an overview of what we discussed about its various parts. Okay, so you can see firstly this is tripod. Over this transit theodolite instrument has been mounted. These are the three leveling screws, you can see first, second, and this is the third one. Same procedure goes. Either we load, firstly we try to keep this leveling tube, okay, which displays the level. This we try to keep just parallel to these two screws. Okay, these two leveling screws that are present here, we try to keep this leveling tube exactly parallel to this, and either we rotate them means both outwards, or we rotate them both inwards. Okay, once we do this we get certain amount of leveling in this. Now what we do, we rotate this instrument by 90 degree. Okay, when we rotate this instrument by 90 degree, we try to rotate the third screw so as to balance it. Okay, once we have done this, what generally happens, this screw will get leveled at certain point of time. Okay, once it is leveled, then what we do, this is the telescope, you can see. Okay, this is the eyepiece, same. Okay, this telescope has got the object vane placed in front. Through this eyepiece we will look and try to sight the ranging rod. Okay, firstly we will sight first ranging rod, and once we have sighted that, then we will try to fix the vernier. As you remember, there were two verniers located. Okay, this is vernier A suppose, and this is vernier B. Okay, it would be written which one is vernier A and which one is vernier B. Okay, so this is vernier A, this is vernier B. Okay, now what we do, once we have shown both the verniers, okay, see what happens, we have got two screws. If I can show you, this is the first screw and this is the second screw. These two screws are present here. First screw, that is the bottom screw, what it does is, it fixes, the bottom screw fixes the instrument. Okay, now you can see this instrument can't rotate. Okay, and there is one more screw, this is the top screw. Okay, this top screw, if we loosen it, now the instrument is not rotating, but this vernier, if you can see, the reading inside this vernier is rotating. Okay, this vernier is fixed at any point, and now you can see the readings. Okay, so what we generally do, firstly we try to, when we are sighting the first ranging rod, we fix both of them. We fix the instrument. When we have sighted the first rod, we will fix this instrument, and we will also fix the vernier reading at 0. Okay, so now when we are sighting the first instrument, the reading on our vernier will always be 0, or you can keep it to certain angle. With respect to that angle, you can take out the next angle. Okay, so once we have done this, now what is happening, see that ranging rod is located there. I will try to sight that ranging rod with the help of this. Okay, see, once I have sighted this, once I can see this ranging rod, now what I will do, I will try to fix this instrument at this point. Okay, once I have done this, I will try to fix this instrument. Now my instrument is sighted and this instrument is fixed. Okay, once this instrument is fixed and the reading in this you can see with the help of this lens. This lens is located here. With the help of this lens you can read the reading, whatever reading has been shown here. Okay, it's not at all necessary that you keep this angle to 0. You just read out the reading with the help of this lens. Okay, so for this case it is, suppose I will show you the reading. Okay, it is 0. This has been fixed to 0. Okay, so once it is 0, what we do, we have sighted the first ranging rod. Now what we will do, we won't open the bottom screw. Okay, but what we will try to do is, we will open the top screw now. Okay, now we will open the top screw and we will rotate this instrument and try to sight the second ranging rod. Okay, once we have rotated this, now what we will do, we will try to sight the second ranging rod. Okay, now once this instrument is sighted, once the second rod is sighted, now what we will do, once I have sighted the second ranging rod, you can read out the reading on this vernier. Okay, easily this reading can be read out, and now whatever will be the angle displayed on this will be the angle between these two instruments with respect to this central point. Okay, so it is very easy. Only thing you need to remember is these two screws that are located. The bottom screw, what it does is, bottom screw generally fixes the instrument. Okay, now you can't rotate the instrument, and the upper screw fixes the vernier. Okay, once you open the, whenever you have sighted first rod, what we will do after that, to sight the second rod, we will fix the bottom screw. We will not rotate the instrument, we will just rotate the vernier and try to sight the second instrument. Okay, once we have sighted this, the angle that will be displayed on this can be read with the help of lens, and it will give us the exact angle between those two stations. Okay, same concept goes with electronic theodolite also, but the only good thing that prevails there is you can directly read out the angle between these two instrument stations which you have sighted in the electronic theodolite. Okay, so this is the concept that goes for calculation of angles between these two stations. Okay, thank you.